You say you'll do whatever it takes to help UKIP win the European elections in May next year. How much will it take?
Well, you've got a limit, haven't you, of about £4.5 million for the European elections. So the limit spells it out. We will be spending within the law of the land, within the European Commission or political commission.
What will you want that money to do exactly in practical terms?
To get over the message, we want to be a massive awareness campaign. The British people are more or less totally unaware of the powers that's been transferred to Brussels. You know, they're asking questions about what's happening to our borders, why are they coming down, and they're just not kept in the circuit. It seems to be people in Britain, especially politicians, don't want to give the British people the opportunity to see what it's all about. So we've been holding opinion polls up and down the country, and just run it in Yorkshire, where 2/3 of the Yorkshire people do not want the borders taken down on the 1st of January.
OK. Are you a member of UKIP?
No. I'm a member of no political party. I want to campaign for Britain to break free from the EU, and UKIP are the party to do it.
Will you pledge to support UKIP for the general election in 2015, or is this just about the European elections?
It's about the European election at the present moment in time. That's all it's about. That's the only one we stand a chance of winning, and that, to me, will be the referendum. OK,
so you could vote for the Tories in the general election, or you could support them?
No, I'm not. I don't vote for political parties myself. I'm campaigning for information to be put before the British people, so they know where we've got with this EU situation.
All right, well, you've made it very clear, of course, about your views, why you're supporting UKIP in the European elections. Let's say they top the poll. That's certainly what they're forecast to do. What will you do then? I mean, if you feel so passionately about your messaging to the British electorate, what will you do then to carry on that message post the European elections?
Well, we'll see what happens. We've no idea who's going to be the National Party at that time. So we've no idea. I've only got one target, and that's to win the European elections, because I know then we will allow other nation states within Europe to take on our particular model. They're doing the self-same thing. They're trying to get democracy back into their countries, to control their own economies and own countries. We intervened in the euro. Everybody sees that now as a bad idea. We campaigned to not abolish the pound and to not go into the euro. We won on that. Now we're on to this bigger picture, which is political union they're going into now.
Right, but what about David Cameron's promise to the electorate to renegotiate the relationship with the EU, to reform it in a way that would be beneficial to Britain and be better to stay in?
Yeah, well, number one, the man you're sending to negotiate it wants to stay in anyway, so he'd be a very poor negotiator. And you would have to break the treaties to start negotiating. They're not going to listen to that at all. You know, this is growing power from Brussels, not willing to hand power back. That's the way it is. The law states you'll have to. Mr. Cameron would have to say straightforward, we wish to leave, and then start negotiations. You can't start negotiations still being a member.
But it's still the party promising a referendum, which is what you want.
Listen, 2017 is a long, long way away. Mr. Cameron may be nowhere in sight by that time.